To my great fellow Americans, I am filled with grief and anger at the heinous assassination of Charlie Kirk on a college campus in Utah. Charlie inspired millions into...
A white person were to come up and say, you know, black America really needs to get its act together and stop sleeping around all the time, and it needs to actually have
Why would you?
Because it's true.
Tonight, all who knew him and loved him are united in shock and horror. Charlie was a patriot who devoted his life to the cause of open debate and the country that he loved so much.
Things got worse since the Civil Rights Act. More violent, less fathers around.
The United States of America. He fought for liberty, democracy, justice, and the American people.
Certain skin color now gets their own summertime celebration. It's now become a racial complaining day. BLM, and remember what BLM stands for: burn, loot, and murder.
He's a martyr for truth and freedom, and there's never been anyone who was so respected by youth.
Here's what's upsetting to me, Heather, is if I'm dealing with somebody in customer service who's a moronic black woman, I wonder, is she there because of her excellence, or is she there because of affirmative action? It almost creates thought patterns that are not necessarily wholesome.
Charlie was also a man of deep, deep faith. And we take comfort in the knowledge that he is now at peace with God in heaven.
And again, there is no separation of church and state. It's a fabrication. It's a fiction. It's not in the Constitution. It's made up by secular humanists. It's derived from a single letter that Thomas Jefferson wrote to the Danbury Baptist Convention. Of course, we should have church and state mixed together. Our founding fathers believed in that. We can go through the...
Our prayers are with his wife, Erica, the two young, beloved children, and his entire family, who he loved more than anything in the world.
It's a great chance for Taylor Swift now to get married and have a ton of children. You can certainly afford it, Taylor. Reject feminism. Submit to your husband, Taylor.
We ask God to watch over them in this terrible hour of heartache and pain. This is a dark moment for America. Charlie Kirk traveled the nation, joyfully engaging with everyone interested in good faith debate.
I see a black pilot, I'm going to be like, boy, I hope he's qualified.
His mission was to bring young people into the political process, which he did better than anybody ever.
I don't like you. I think you spread hate. I think you spread bigotry. I think you piss a lot of people off because you're just an awful person. I don't think you really want to debate because you're just here to piss people off and energize your crowd of racists.
What have I ever said that's racist?
To share his love of country and to spread the simple words of common sense.
We've been warning about the rise of Islam on the show to great amount of backlash. We don't care. That's what we do here. And we said that Islam is not compatible with Western civilization.
On campuses nationwide, he championed his ideas with courage, logic, humor, and grace.
The Great Replacement strategy, which is well underway every single day on our southern border, is a strategy to replace white rural America with something different. And they have a plan to try and get rid of you. The same way that Joseph Stalin went after the kulaks, they want to go after you. And they won't stop until you and your children and your children's children are eliminated.
It's a long past time for all Americans and the media to confront the fact that violence and murder are the tragic consequence of demonizing those with whom you disagree day after day, year after year.
But I think it's worth it. I think it's worth to have a cost of, unfortunately, some gun deaths every single year so that we can have the Second Amendment to protect our other God-given rights.
In the most hateful and despicable way possible. For years, those on the radical left have compared wonderful Americans like Charlie to Nazis and the world's worst mass murderers and criminals.
Fine, because guess what, American Jews? You're considered white in the eyes of the Marxists.
This kind of rhetoric is directly responsible for the terrorism that we're seeing in our country today.
All executions in Belarus are by firearm. That's not a choice or anything.
Andrew's saying don't make kids watch it, and I think no, the absolute
I think
opposite.
at a certain age, it's an initiation.
16, if you can drive, you can watch it.
No, but hold on.
Not even 16.
If all of a sudden,
and it must stop right now. My administration will find each and every one of those who contributed to this atrocity and to other political violence, including the organizations that fund it and support it.
It's so really important. First of all, there is no First Amendment without a Second Amendment. Make no mistake. You can't pick and choose your freedoms. You either have freedom or you don't. They put in the Second Amendment to protect us against government tyranny. Now, that's not
As well as those who go after our judges, law enforcement officials, and everyone else who brings order to our country.
ago, Blake. If we would have said that Joy Reid and Michelle Obama and Sheila Jackson Lee and Ketanji Brown Jackson were affirmative action picks, we would have been called the racist. But now they're coming out and they're saying it for us. They're coming out and they're saying, I'm only here because of affirmative action. Yeah, we know. You do not have the brain processing power to otherwise be taken really seriously.
From the attack on my life in Butler, Pennsylvania last year, which killed a husband and father, to the attacks on ICE agents, to the vicious murder of a healthcare executive in the streets of New York, to the shooting of House Majority Leader Steve Scalise and 3 others.
You look at some of these savages, like in Indiana, there was this guy that went in and killed a pregnant woman and her 3 kids. Yeah. And you know what? I want to watch that execution. That'll make my day better.
Radical left political violence has hurt too many innocent people and taken too many lives. Tonight, I ask all Americans to commit themselves to the American values for which Charlie Kirk lived and died.
Or else things are going to get really bad. They're going to get even worse. There will be hundreds of thousands of Haitians brought into Alabama, and they will become your masters.
The values of free speech, citizenship, the rule of law, and the patriotic devotion and love of God.
Fine. Because guess what, American Jews? You're considered white in the eyes of the Marxists.
Today, because of this heinous act, Charlie's voice has become bigger and grander than ever before, and it's not even close.
Why is the Republican Party, why is the conservative movement to blame for gay schizophrenic nudists that are hemp jewelry makers breaking into somebody's home, or maybe not breaking into somebody's home? Why are we to blame for that exactly?
May God bless his memory. May God watch over his family. And may God bless the United States of America. Thank you.
Racist.